time. Obviously it's not correct, but I'll show you how to set your time in a second. And also what temperature you've set it to. So it's set to 15 degrees at the moment. Okay? And this little plug here, that's to show it's connected to electric. So if you look underneath your bunk here, you've got your consumer unit. There's a specific switch for your heating and hot water. So if that's switched off, if you look at the screen up there now, the little plug should have disappeared.
Yeah.
And because it was running on electric, a little warning hazard come up, a little triangle there now to say there's a problem, because obviously you're trying to run it on electric, there's no electric, so it'll tell you this, it hasn't got that source connected. So I'll switch that on, and that little plug should come back on, and after a few seconds the hazard should go. Okay, so while we're down here, we'll just run through that, just to, obviously it's fairly straightforward. Info note on here, so what you got is your 240 trips, so anything connected to your 240 which shows you what's connected to it. Obviously you got your trip switches and your tester there. Obviously it's always best when you connect your 240 outside, just to press that button, just to test to make sure it's tripping, and obviously you put it back on again afterwards. Charger button. Okay, so as soon as you connect your 240, that charge button's on. This unit here, which is your charger, will then start charging your battery. Okay, reverse polarity light. What that does is, if you go on the continent, they tend to wire things slightly different than us. You connect your electrics, come in, have a look, that's just the light. So if that is lit, it is reversed, and you're going to need an adapter to operate off their electrics, so you obviously pull your lead out. Here we've got your 12 volt fuses, again the info note there, and you've also got a system shutdown button. So that even though that power button up there shuts your 12 volt system off, that will shut everything off. There's always something running in the background, but that will shut everything off on your 12 volt side, and obviously protect your battery for when you're in storage. Okay?
Yep.
Right, so we're talking about your heating hot water, so that's your main switch there. That switches your power to it. Obviously you can see the little triangles disappeared again now. Right, to operate it, you press the big button once. Obviously lights up the line now for what you're going to alter. So if that icon's flashing, you can alter it. Okay, so that is your heating.
Yeah.
Okay, click it again. I'll click it again, obviously I was a bit slow then. You obviously either switch it off, so your little flames disappeared, so your heating's off, or you can run your temperature up to maximum 30 degrees. Okay? Click on it to confirm it, and it'll go back to that. If I go back to your main screen now, you should flash between that and 30 degrees. Okay? You see the flame is actually flashing now.
Yeah.
Okay, what that's indicating is the heating hasn't reached that temperature yet. So what you may find it,
Does it come out the little...
the fan should start. Depends how.
Where does the heating come from?
It's all from that unit in the corner,
Okay.
and it blows air out your vents. So you'll have a vent there. You probably have a vent in your bedroom somewhere, and at least one in your at least one in the bathroom as well. What it'll do, it'll obviously start blowing the heat. When it gets up to temperature, the fan will die down again. So the fan only comes on when it needs it.
Yeah.
Okay. You can also change it once you've set the temperature. You can also change it from the main screen as well. So you can turn it back down again if you wanted to, and confirm it without actually going into your further menu. So that's your main screen. You just turn it and you can change your temperature. Okay. The next icon. So to change your water or switch your water on, just turn the knob, click on it, and it gives you options of obviously water off. So your icons disappear off the top line. 40 degrees, so probably more in the summertime, or 60 degrees, perhaps more for your winter. And it's also got a boost option as well. So if you want to boost the water to increase the water temperature up quicker, what that will do is obviously concentrate all the heating on hot water. It will shut the fan off on your heating, so obviously it doesn't want taking the warmth off the boiler by pushing the air into your van.
Yeah.
So what it'll do, until that gets up to temperature, it switches the heating off. Once it gets up to temperature, it'll allow the heating to come back on, or the fan to come on. Okay? I'll just take that, I'll just drop it back. If I drop it to 6, if I put it on to 60 now, again, it does exactly the same as what the heating does. So if it's not up to temperature, that icon will be flashing. Okay? The next one is what energy you're going to use. So at the moment it's on mix 1. So you've got the options of gas on its own, so your top line, just a cylinder. Mix 1, so with gas and electric. Mix 2, gas and electric. Or electric 1 or 2, which is electric on its own. The difference between 1 and 2, or mix 1 and mix 2, is the wattage that the output that the boiler is using. So it's 900 watts on 1, 1800 watts on 2. Okay?
Which is
which you imagine like
you need,
a
like.
2-bar fire.
Yeah.
If you put it on electric 1, the likelihood, you know, you might be able to get away with it in the summer. You're not using your heating. You obviously got to remember it's heating your room and your water at the same time. So if you imagine you get there first thing, especially in the winter, you're trying to heat the whole van, which is cold, and the water that's cold. It's going to struggle to get up to temperature on, say, electric 1 or 2. Okay, so it will probably make it up on gas on its own, or you can do a mix, which I've got operating at the moment. So if you had it on mix 1 or mix 2, the likely it will get up to the temperature you need. If you just run it on electric in the winter, you're going to struggle to get. It will warm it up, but it's not going to quite get the temperature possibly that you may require. Okay. Right, so we got the energy. Yeah. The next one is your fan. So you see the top icon at the moment. You've got a little blade, one blade coloured in. Okay. If I click it, you've got eco, high, which is 2, and also there is boost. But obviously, as it's warm now, it's not going to allow the boost to come on, or give you that option. Okay. So as I said, the fan will only come on when it needs to. When the heating, obviously, when the unit's heated up, especially in the winter as well. They'll wait until it's warmed up a little bit before it starts blowing the air out. Okay? Yeah. So that's just your basics of getting up and running. You happy with that?
Yeah. Is there an instruction book?
Yes.
That's all right
Yeah.
then.
You got the manual there.
I'm good at season reading them.
Or again, as I said before,
Yeah.
you look for Trimmer Heating on YouTube.
And it tells you on
That'll
there
go for
anyway.
exactly the same what I've just done there. Okay.
Yeah.
You look a bit worried. do you want to just have a go? Do you just want to have a go with it?
Oh, I can sort all that.
Oh no, it's about the eating.
You just stick to the
I'm more
outside.
concerned about the outside.
Side. I'll
Yeah.
stick to the in, you
Thinking
stick to
about
the
that, but I
side.
suppose once you see it done as well,
Once you've done it a few times, it
Just
becomes
come
second
natural,
nature.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just because it's all new.
Yeah.
you've never done it before.
Yeah.
It'd be
It's
easy.
at the end of the day, it's just take it steady. Don't start rushing things that you might. The likelihood of it damaging anything is quite remote, but you just got to just take it steady. Don't rush through anything until even when you know it. Don't start rushing through it, because I've done it before now. Like, oh, I'll do this and do that, do it, and I'll set something running and go and run round and do something else. You can get yourself in a mess if you're not careful. You forget to do something. And,
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
yeah, it's like that valve there for drainage. If you drain it previously, I've done it before now. I'm outside doing things and my wife's inside doing things. I said, "You shut that valve, yeah." So I'm plugging the water in. Next minute, there's all water under the van. She hasn't. She's lifted it up instead of putting it down. And
Yeah.
but you're not
Well,
going
that's
to
the
damage anything. You just end up with a bit of water on the
Yeah.
ground. Okay, so you're happy with that? Your basics on that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. The bottom line here. That one there is your clock. So all you do is click on the clock, set your hour. There we go. Maybe 12 would. Obviously then just click on minute. Whatever it is, 14. Click on it, obviously confirms it. So you have also got a timer, which is that one there. You click on that one, asks you for a start time. So you do hour, minute, end time, hour and minutes. If you want to switch your heating on, and what temperature, click it again, what water temperature, or if you want to switch it on, what energy, and what.
So in the summer months, it's best to use mix 1.
In the summer, I just run it on electric.
Just electric.
Yeah, in the summer, because mainly you're just going to be heating your water.
Yeah.
You're not going to be putting too much heat into the room, hopefully. Fingers crossed. You're not going to need too much heating on during the winter, unless it really temperature drops at night sometimes, doesn't it? But you're unlikely to want the heating running in the summer.
So like if we're doing tomorrow, you don't need the heating on. Won't need the heating on.
Unlikely. In say March, April, if it's really temperature dropped outside, like you need. But it's obviously it's up to you. And obviously
Personal preference.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Cold heat.
Yeah, if you're cold, but
Yeah.
it's not
You get
like
cold.
camping. If you go camping this time of year,
You still get your fans on. You still have them on all
you got a frozen nose,
Yeah.
right? That's it's a sleeping bag.
We used to.
Yeah, but this is
Freezing.
it's totally different. Totally different. You probably find it might be too hot at times, but
Then there's a
It's
few
only
in a small
space,
van.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And one.
oh yeah, if you get the heating going, you can get it. Can you imagine if set this to
Yeah.
30, it can get really
Roasting.
hot in here.
We're getting out all red faced.
I know.
Yeah, you'll be opening all the windows and all the doors. Right, well, just go back to the timer. Obviously, I missed. Not quite. Right, where are we? Right, start time. End
Is this
time.
fits for the gas and that to go on automatically?
Yeah, it's not on, it's obviously thermostatically controlled, so
Yeah.
when it gets up temperature, it shuts off, it fires up again when you need to. Temperature, water, energy, fan. You can see that we can actually put it to boost there. Look, so all 4 blades coloured in. That's boost. So obviously it's thinking that it will allow it now at the moment because it thinks it may be cold when you obviously start up. But high is probably efficient. And then the last one off on, just confirm, and then you see the top right there. Timer's obviously ready to go. To switch the timer off, get back to that flashing icon there. Click on it. It just gives you option on off. Okay. Don't want to give you too much information, but you have got a spanner icon in the corner. You can see what's up and running. Brightness of your screen you can change. Language, if you want to talk French or German to it. Reset, so if you have a problem with it, you can reset it at that point there as well. And offset, obviously it's thermostatically controlled. If the thermostat thinks it's a lot higher temperature in here than it actually is, you may just have to offset it by it's calibration for your thermostat. But you shouldn't really need to worry too much about that anyway. Okay, hopefully I haven't filled your head with too much information on that one. But it's pretty straightforward. Once you play with it a few times,
and you can sit and read it your own.
It's not quite as complicated as something you can get some at home that are more complicated. The other thing is you can actually have a fan running. Right, what I'll do. So in the hot weather you can actually have just a ventilation fan, but you have to switch all the heating off. So if you wanted warm water, obviously you do normally. You have to switch that off if you wanted just the fan to circulate. Yeah. So everything needs to be switched off. If you go onto your fan, click on that. It's got off, vent. So you got that little circulation. We'll click on that, and then you got a speed of up to 10. And then it will just circulate air around.
Quite technical. Yeah, they've got like a lot of gadgets in.
Yeah, there's a lot of, but the basic stuff there is. It's not too bad. Also, it tends to remember that anyway. If you left it switched on and then switch the whole system off by pressing that button, when you switch it on, it'll remember what you had it set on last time. So if I just press that now, it should say off. Okay, if you had the heating running quite warm, well, obviously it hasn't had that much because it's shut itself straight off. It needs a cool down period. So if you, especially in the winter, you've had it flat out, it will say off until it's cooled down sufficiently. So don't start pulling the electrics out straight away and you're going. Just give it a few seconds just to cool itself down and switch itself off. Okay?
Yep.
Good.
You're not recording, no?
Yeah.
I'm recording everything.
I've
had people recording the floor, the feet.
You're putting the feeds are probably on there, but
Yeah.
you can't see it anyway, so
No.
you can't see the dials.
Okay. Right,
You
so
can hold it all the way up.
this is your fridge. Okay, it will run on electric, gas or 12-volt system off your car. Okay, that's the on-off button there. So you just press and hold, and that switches it on and off. It's run on gas at the moment. Okay, because I can see that little the button is lit. If I press that, that's now run on electric. Okay. If you want to light the gas, all you do is press the gas one, and that will automatically light. Okay, it will tell you if it fails. Okay, so if it fails, what I'll do, I'll just put it onto the 12-volt system of it, and that's showing you failure. Okay, so if that happens on the gas, that means the gas hasn't lit for whatever reason. Normally, one, you either haven't turned the gas on, or you run out of gas, or there may be air in the system. If you tend to use it like most people do on electric, because normally you pay for your pitch, you get electric with it, don't you? Yeah. So most people, 99%
So that
of
you'd
people
use it on
will
electric
use it
because
on
it's
electric.
free.
But obviously that can cause a problem with the fridge. If you don't use it on gas every now and again, it makes it more difficult to light. Plus, you tend to get a bit of air in the system as well. Okay, so every now and again, just fire it up on gas, even if it's just for half an hour, just so it.
Yeah, and then switch it back to.
Yeah, then switch it back to electric. I tend to just before I go away, I check everything. If you got it at home, I tend to have it running for say an hour at home, just to make sure it is up and running. Okay, so if it does fail, obviously you got the hazard button there. What I would do is check your gas, obviously make sure you've got gas, fire up your cooker so you can see you've got gas running, obviously then switch it off. All you do is just press that hazard button there and it will reattempt to light it. Okay? It may take 2 or 3 attempts if you haven't used it for quite a while. Okay, the reason why it's failing on the 12-volt side of it is, one, it's not connected to the car, and the car the ignition isn't, so the engine's not running. Okay, so if you want to run it when you're travelling, so if you want a cool fridge when you're travelling, obviously it needs to be connected to the car and the engine needs to be running. If the engine's not running, it will just automatically switch itself off. Okay, as it not
Will it automatically start to save you to stop at the services?